Good evening to all. I'm Beena B, Associate Diet Expert from the Diet Science Department. I welcome you all to this beautiful and yet inspiring session of Samvad with Freebird. Today we have Mr. Senthil Kumar, a young guest of 39 years from Bengaluru, joining us. He is an IT professional working as a project manager. He is Namaskara, Mr. Senthil Kumar.
Namaste, ma'am.
Hope you are doing fine.
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine.
Great. So before I invite him to the session, I would like you to have a glance at how his progress is overall in this entire session of Freedom from Diabetes. Please give me a moment. Yes. So here we have, he started his journey in 2017, but then medications he began only in 2018, wherein he is not on any cholesterol medications, and also he started with his HbA1c at 7.7. From then he reduced it to 5.2. He also began with his weight from 79 kgs, and he successfully achieved a complete 14 kgs of weight drop and could bring it down to 65 kgs. With that, he also passed GTT, and let me tell you all, he is the first participant from our ongoing 73rd batch to clear his GTT. Mr. Kumar, the audience wants to know how it was for you to get into the Freedom from Diabetes, and over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Before answering this question, I would like to thank Dr. Tripathi Doctor and Pramodtripathi and his FFD team for helping me in this journey. So to answer your questions, this is initially I didn't have much expectations when I get into FFD program. I got into I didn't have complete, it was a zero expectations. But once after my sister-in-law, one of my family member told me about this, there is a program of Freedom Reversal. I just want to give a try because I've given a try in Ayurvedic or in home remedies, many of this, nothing worked out for my health. And my lifestyle also was little difficult. I have to travel a lot. I used to travel 60 kilometers per day in a bike. So I had multiple issues, and that is when there is a more stressful life as well. I mean, when I say stressful life, it is mainly on the project perspective. So all these things started showing impact in my diabetic, and I would not be able to control my diabetic in a regular controlled manner. So that is when I got into taking medications. But coming to FFD program, I just want to give a try. So nothing much based on whether I will be diabetic free in these many days or these many months. No.
Basically, you didn't had any expectations. You just enrolled yourself. Okay.
So once I got into the program, the first session, and moreover, being an early bird in the 73rd batch, so I was given an opportunity to get into the program 1 month before itself. Okay. So that acted as an advantage to me. Within a month, before the start of the program, not everybody believes that, but that is a true fact here, that within a month, I was out of my medication before the start of the program itself.
Wow, amazing.
So it is not like, it did not happen when next day stop your medication. No, my doctor was with me throughout the journey. She had monitored me. She had cut down my tablets every 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, once by half a tablet or quarter tablet. I found, I was used to ask why should we go and can we go ahead and drop completely? because I'm not a doctor to decide it, right? But she used her experience and then slowly guided me in this. And then later on, it took me just 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks maximum. By August, middle of August, maybe around 10th to 15th, I was out of my medications.
Great.
So that was a wonderful story which I wanted to share with you, all of you, so that should motivate people to come in and then explore this FFD with zero expectations, and they should have a mindset to change their lifestyle. I changed my lifestyle, so it helped me to get true results and better results in my life.
Yes, that's really nice. So tell me, when you enrolled, like before that, when you attended the first online session, so what was the concept and what was your take-home message?
Yeah. So when I enrolled, there was some information earlier from one of my family members that there is a doctor in Pune who's trying to reverse diabetics. That is what I know about. And all those corona when 2020 started, so there was a little push from my side whether to if all those period there was no virtual concept at all. Even our office, there was a very assistant period where to go for a work from home concept. Now all of them are successful. Okay, so when it comes to that, I was little hesitant to come into virtual kind of treatment. Whether will it go workout, or am I going to spend more in this experiment? What I'm going to try it. So all those was going in my mind. Okay, so that is when I discuss with my wife. She's a very strong person who always motivates me from the back. So it's like she has, yeah, correct, backbone of mine. So she has told me, she has guided me better. When I need her support, she always stood behind me, and then let's give a try. That is what. So I didn't have any expectation, but when it comes to the first session, I came to know that it is truly by ourselves. The lifestyle change is what we'll have to bring in, and then it is only the people who Dr. Pramod Tripathi or any of the doctors, they can stay with us, but we are the ones who have to do it for us. That is what I understood. So we are the army for us, and obviously our family has to stay with us. So my family stood with me, even my daughter, even my parents, everybody was there with me to help me in this reversal program.
Definitely. So may I welcome your wife, Mrs. Radha, here?
Yeah.
Vanakkam, Mrs. Radha.
Hi.
Yeah. So, like, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you.
Great. So here, like, as we were learning about his overall journey, so he's mentioning as you as his main backbone. So tell us, like, how it was for you when he first announced his decision of joining FFD.
Yeah, yes. I think we took the decision jointly. Like, we were discussing this for quite some time because we were not sure what the diet would be and what should be the change in the lifestyle, considering that we both were working and quite busy with family and so on. So I was really skeptical whether we will be able to like follow this diet and so on. So we discussed it quite a few times and we thought, okay, let's do it, because we were not very happy when he was announced diabetic. So we were literally looking for a lot of solutions. Like, as he highlighted, we first looked for home remedy. He didn't take the tablets, and we looked for some Ayurvedic treatment also, but nothing worked out. So this, we thought, okay, if there is a possibility to reverse it, why don't we try? And we were ready for it. But fortunately, I would say it was not too difficult as we thought earlier. So it is that we all, as a family, we just shifted to the diet, FFD diet, I would say, because like only 3 of us are there. And so we just, we can prepare only one style, right? Like of food and so on. So we just shifted our whole diet to FFD diet, and it is absolutely healthy. So it really helped us a lot in that. Yeah.
So initially, when you learned about the different food, right? So say like coming to the breakfast or maybe the different proportions that he has to follow. So how welcoming you were for it? Like
so more than me, he was very much determined. Actually, he's a very self-controlled person in our family, in our whole family, I would say. So he was very strict in his diet, and I also supported him to the extent possible. And the best part is, I think the FFD app had a lot of recipes. So it is that we just made a schedule that every day the recipe would be different, picking up from FFD app, and it never got repeated as such. So in that way, I think it was a bit interesting. I would say it was not
more kind of an exploration for you also. Yeah. Yes, experimenting with different recipes.
Yeah,
right?
yes. Great. Actually, now I think we are almost used to it, and still we are continuing to be. Yeah,
that's nice. So the entire family is following the as per the protocol suggested for him.
Yes,
nice.
Initially, we had some hiccups. I mean, we found it difficult only in the smoothies, the green smoothie. So that is when. But we made our mindset that when we have to see some results, we have to go with the diet with zero. No changes to that diet. So the whatever it is. So we went with the green smoothie. Initially, 1 or 2 days or a week, it might be tough. Later on, it has become.
I enjoyed it. Okay.
It has become and she tried a different way of doing it. Added lemon. I mean, as per the dietitians, this thing. So, but we tried with lemon, all those additional things, different things, so that it tastes differently every day, rather than that is a little blunt.
Yes, so, definitely.
So that is one thing. When you ask me diet, it immediately remembers me about the smoothie, green smoothie. Other than that, we didn't feel any change in only the dal based is right. So we didn't feel any major change to our diet. Only the restricted, the 25% part that we made it exactly as per the diet plan.
That's nice. So like you have been implementing all the instructions mentioned by your dietitian and you have been following it very sincerely. That's really nice to see. And coming to that is, as you move from the initial phase to the next, like you are introduced to different intermittent fasting. So please share your experience on that.
Intermittent fasting, I started with 1 meal, 2 meal skip kind of thing. So and then juice feasting. So these are the things which I've tried it. Water feasting.
Challenging to you because you are like completely into IT professional, and it is not that easy because it comes with different shift timings and it may be extension of the working hours also. So was it in any way like challenging to you for you to follow it and abide by to the different fasting protocol?
Yeah, to my fortunate, all this FFD program I was at home only, so I did not have a chance to go to office during this, especially during the intermittent fasting time. Okay. So all this, that is my fortunate time. Though Corona had some bad times, but I had some good times of not traveling that time to office, and I was able to concentrate more on the FFD program during this time. So coming back to your question, 1 meal skip or 2 meal, I didn't feel any difference at all. Skipping, even now I'm doing that 1 meal skipping or skip on Mondays and other days whenever I feel it. Though my dietitian says you need not do it, but I'm so much used to such kind of diets that I wanted to. Sundays I eat a little bit more than what is suggested, because now my doctor has suggested me to take a little bit of non-vegetarian. Basically, we are not from non-vegetarian, so we eat chickens and fish kind of thing. So apart from that, so Mondays I do this for 1 meal skip, and then juice fasting. Seriously, juice fasting I enjoyed it. Only I didn't feel the kind of need to have any food. If I have a thirst to eat or something like hunger to eat something, I wanted to spend. I wanted to change my mindset. Talk to my daughter. Talk to my wife. Uh, watch any interesting movies. I started diverting myself into not getting into an anger and then try to eat something. So that is what she was saying. I was more determined, but I family supported me also. That is what I wanted to tell it. So it is all full. We want to divert things, not getting into eating. So we can. It may take a matter of seconds to decide. Okay, I'm not able to control my anger. I'll go with. I'll skip it. No, we didn't do it, but somehow we managed it. With at least I would have done some 4 times juice fisting, and minimum of 8 to 10 times of skipping my meal or 2 meals skip kind of. I've done it.
Okay.
So water feasting, I've not tried it, but I tried it once in this period, but not much water fasting kind of.
Okay. Yes. So now, as you mentioned about your fasting thing, but overall transforming from completely like from a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian into the vegan protocol, how was your approach towards that?
Yeah, that was a
Fine.
difficult one. Yeah, that was a difficult one. I used to be very transparent. I used to ask my dietitian, "Can I eat egg? Can I eat egg?" She might have
Was
got
there any
fed up.
kind of cravings to you? Like maybe any one member of the family also, if they take, then maybe you also feel like taking it. Okay, just a small piece. What difference will it make? Was there anything of those kind?
My daughter wanted to eat egg at least. Okay, she
Uh,
used to. So, but I wanted. I have to appreciate her also. She was part of our diet plan at least for 6 months. She
oh,
also
great.
skipped her non-veg. At least for 4 months, she had skipped her non-veg.
May
Entire
I know
family
how
was
old
vegan.
she is?
She's 12 years.
Oh, such a young age
Yes,
and still having that much of determined. Really nice.
yeah, correct. She also followed her diet, and then she was able to come through us this 4 months or 5 months journey. After that, once my doctor announced you can go ahead with egg whites, she was the first person to be more happy than me. That was true.
Yes.
Actually, and the next day, doctors told me that you can take one or two. She was more happy to take 2 eggs in a day. So it is like she was waiting to have it, but somehow she wanted to come with me
She
in
wanted
this.
to support her dad and she wanted to see like her dad getting the results.
Yes.
Really, really appreciate her
So
dedication.
this requires a family support also,
Yes.
and then apart from the food, the inner transformations, all those things will help you in supporting your diabetes, controlling your diabetes.
Okay. So how about say like completely, because day-to-day schedule is completely different in an IT profile. So how was it like adapting to the dietary changes or maybe finding time for your exercises? And how were you able to manage that stress?
See, stress is always there with us. IT is directly proportional to stress. Okay, it is. Some people have it daily. Some people might have it on the flow. So my project is also little. It is not of so much stressful now. But when I started my around 2017 to 18, that is when there was a huge. It was a very big project, and there was more stress towards. I had to manage around 50 people in the project, and moreover, I had plans to start up a new startup by my own, and I started it by around 2018. So both together took a toll of me, and then I was not able to manage it because I was taking care of the financial part and my wife was doing the daily operational. So though she took the direct it from the customer, she her mindset has accepted her to do it, but my sugars have shooted up very badly, and you will not believe my sugars were around 340, something around 340, and my HbA1c was around 11.5. So that is when I got into the medications. So all these things, and now it has come down. The
Was it
pressure.
because you gave a 1 year of gap? Like in 17 you were detected, but then 1 year, entire 1 year you gave a
Yeah,
gap. So
I missed to tell you one thing. Basically, in my school days and my college days, I'm an athlete. I've represented my schools and colleges for receiving and won some prizes. But later on, once I got into IT, and the lifestyle has changed. All those things have come up, and then later on, around 2015 is what my body started showing some different signs. I started getting back pain, migraine headaches, all those things. Maybe when I grow in my career, I started putting more effort towards my career for better growth. So that is when I started seeing the changes in my body also, not getting adapted to the changes. And I put on weight till 83 kgs. So I was very fat. Now nobody believes me. They're saying me that you have gone back to your old Senthil. So when I hear that,
back to college days.
yeah, it is very good. But they feel their mindset is got adapted that to a fatter Senthil rather than older Senthil. They are saying, "Why have you fallen sick for something? Did Corona affect you so much badly? You are not able to put on weight." I was just saying, I feel more energetic now, more excited in doing anything. So those are the happier moments which I feel it. So coming back to your question, um, after 2017, when I was identified as diabetic, first of all, as she said, we cannot accept it at all. I don't know why it has come. Then later on, we decided, okay, let's try for a year with home remedies, all those things, and Ayurvedic. And I joined a gym. I dedicated 1 hour minimum for a gym, and then I used to go and then do a gym. So somehow it got controlled till the end of 2017. After 2018, once I got into startups, it was I could not concentrate at all. So again, the lifestyle changed. So the sugars are suited up. So now come after this program, from November, all the FFD expert diet exercise expert team have started the program, 4 weeks program of 3-2-1. That was an excellent uh, directions which they have taken it. It is good, and we were able to follow it.
What was your athletic goal during that time?
I had two, madam. One is the cyclist, and the other one is badminton. I'm trying my best. I'm doing cycle, but badminton, then and there, I'm just doing it because my daughter has exams now, so I've stopped it for now. So I'm eagerly waiting for her exams to get close to get into the badminton mode.
So she can accompany with you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
As she said, we are three, and my dad, whenever he comes, he cannot play. So he just sits and comes with us and then just tries to play for some time. And my dad and my brother was also part of the FFD program in 72nd batch. So maybe in the future, one of my brother or I would like my brother or my dad to participate in this interview in the future.
Definitely.
So I wanted to hear their story also, being and then appreciate from back.
Definitely, even they will be. And say like one by one, you started achieving your milestones. So the first milestone you achieved with your that is medications going off. Second one was to shed down those extra kilos. So which you achieved in a span of like 2 months, which you mentioned. So but before that you were a little more on the heavier side, but then with consistent exercises and holistic approach you could achieve that. That's really nice. And the third milestone was yet to be cleared. So how did you achieve in like GTT?
GTT also, I didn't have much expectation. I just went with it because I followed my diet I followed my 3-2-1 exercise things. So all those things, I followed it with my determinations fully, completely. And then, so one day my doctor said, you can just give a try with GTT. I didn't go with my glycemic ladder experiment at all. So I just went directly without knowing that there should be a ladder experiment, ladder experiment.
Okay.
I just went and gave it. I tried it. To my surprise, I got it clear. I didn't expect anything. So my family
It must be a real proud moment for you. And when you received that medal, so how was it for you, that experience?
I cannot say that. I mean, that was something which, see, my body used to show, even if I eat white rice also, it used to show, it used to shoot up my sugars. So when I drank so much of glucose, 75 ml of glucose, and it still was under it was not under, it was below, very much below the range. And so I was very much happy. I cannot explain that in words at all. So only thing is I shared my happiness with by giving a treat, and then we had a different. We had an exception that day alone. I went to a different hotel and then spent my happiness with my family and my parents also.
Yes.
So,
Mr. Kumar, so what did you prepare a special dish for your husband when he came out with the flying colors of clearing GTT?
Yeah, so usually he's not that great sweet tooth, actually. That's me. And he's a snacker. He loves snacking, and he always likes to eat snacks. But he was very much controlled, during this whole journey, right? Like, he followed the FFD diet so pretty well that he didn't have any snacks and so on. So I prepared him all the snacks, what he really loves to eat. And now as I highlighted, like, we almost got transformed. We completely avoided white sugar, including me and my daughter. And so whatever we make at home, we want him also to enjoy it. So I used to just make it with jaggery or some honey and something like that. Sweet wise, he just has 1 spoon. That's all. So my daughter prepared carrot halwa for him.
Oh, that's really a special moment.
He's a better cook than me. So
okay. And how was it like when you shared this good news with everyone, your entire family, maybe your relatives, your friends? So what was their opinion on this?
I think we literally celebrated it, because seeing the fact that we were not happy with him being diabetic, and after this 3 weeks, right, like when he was tested, like when doctors asked him to stop the medicine, that itself was a kind of excitement for us. We were so happy that, okay, now he can lead a life where he doesn't need to have medicines. So that was something very exciting. So we started promoting this reversal program from that time itself. Like, if we see anyone having diabetes and having some challenges, right, we started promoting that there is a way to reverse it. And even his clearing of GTT was very and without following the clear protocol, that we felt very happy that it all because of his mere determination. Because we saw that he was the first one to get cleared in his whole batch.
Right.
So that way, yeah, we felt really proud of him, actually.
Great. That's really nice. And tell me, Mr. Kumar, like, after achieving all this one by one, even now you're able to successfully maintain your HbA1c at 5.2 and even your weight in that case. So how is it possible, and how you're able to completely manage everything overall?
That is, again, I've changed my lifestyle. That is one thing which was earlier, which was missed out from me. Snacking was, though I'm not zero snacking now, zero snacker, but now a little bit, I've added little bit of snacking. And whenever I feel a lot of snacking which I want to do it, I eat seeds which have been suggested by the FFD, and then any of the, I still continue the FFD diet morning with 50% for the dal-based food, and then the salads. Salads are biggest things which I have not eaten at all before the FFD team. As she said, basically we are, snackers, and we don't feel like eating salads to a larger extent. So the smoothie and salads was the biggest change which I brought in my lifestyle. So even now I take smoothie, but now it has been changed to an anabolic smoothie. But the food percentage, we still continue with the same food diet as per FFD, and even my program gets completed. Also, I strongly feel we will go with the same culture what FFD has taught us all these days. See, anybody who follows a 48 days program will always continue that in lifestyle. So that is, we have been following it for almost 8 months now. So that is continuing in our life. So it is. I don't see that will get changed, except we might introduce a little bit of food which we want to try it then and there. But this is going to continue with our for a lifetime for that. That's it.
And as you mentioned, like previously, like when you were including maybe high carb food, your sugars were shooting up almost 300, 400s. So
Correct.
like now, how is the change? And like when you're including maybe some cheat meal somewhere, or maybe introducing some, as you mentioned, like carrot halwa or any other. So how are your sugars right now?
Doesn't cross be above 160 or something. It is always 140 to 150. So I don't know what is the magic what Pramodji has done it to me. It does not cross more than 160. So
That's very nice.
something he should have something in his hands. Some magic. God has given some magic in his hands too, and he's passing all his magics to his FFD team as well. So I don't know. To my surprise, even sweets which I eat it don't. And I wanted to mention this to about. I want to take this opportunity to thank my mentor also, Mr. Ravindran. He was the one who was beginning me. He was telling me what is this, how is this program going to be. Though the doctors and dietitians they were with me, and he was the first person which I can reach out to him, Sir Kare. And moreover, he was the Tamilian as well, so that I can reach to him in local language, and he was very much supportive. He used to tell me that, Senthil, if you after this program in 2-3 months, I can guarantee you that you can eat 2 kadla mittais after every meal.
Groundnut toffees.
Yes,
Yes.
groundnut burfis. So with that in my mind, I wanted to eat. That's the funny side. But
Okay.
with that in my mind, okay, I can
The
also.
entire journey, you made it successful only with the thought like, okay, at the end I am going to get a reward that is groundnut buffy for me.
Yeah,
Just like the small kid gets. Yes.
GT parents is all good, but I still feel my grounded burfis are more important than GT.
Okay. Yes, that's really nice. And so now, like, before we wind up this session, I would like you to, both Mr. and Mrs. Kumar, to share a message which is indispensable to all our viewers so that they can keep it and keep in their mind and follow it further and achieve their story of reversal.
See, this cannot be doctors are all are there with us, okay, but they cannot bring the changes to in our body without the support of us. Okay, we are as I said earlier, we are the army of our body. We have to take care of it by ourselves. So it is we have to put our 100% as per whatever the doctor suggests. So many of us are changing our lifestyle now. So we are getting off free from diabetes. But the only thing is we'll have to show a change in the lifestyle. That is one thing. And until unless we show, we prepare ourselves and then change by the mindset, mindset is also one of the thing which people have to get. So any meditations, anything, if they are very much stressful, go with the meditations. The other one, the journals, all those things are very much helpful. I've initially have started with lot of journals. I'm even now when I have free time, I'm writing my journals about my what has happened earlier. I mean, what good things have happened, or what is that which I wanted to change, which I made it on that day, or a general diary kind of thing which I started it. So all those, if you are feeling stressful, do meditations. Meditations are one of the great thing which I have not done it, or I have not tried it earlier before to FFD. But once I started, you see a difference in the changes, what it brings into our changes. That is very great. Meditations is one thing which I would suggest. Apart from the food culture, which many of us have changed to a different food. They wanted to try different kinds of foods in this world. It's good, but getting adopted to that itself is not the lifestyle. So we have to change our lifestyle as per the whichever it suits our body. And then meditations is what I would say.
And one more point, like I would like you to add on, that is, when the journey is on, how to stick on, because it is the most toughest and challenging part, I can say. Because we may, before starting off the journey, we may feel like, okay, let's give a try. But once we are into it, we feel like, okay, how long? A little more, then let's stop it. So how to have that will and how to keep going or continue with our journey?
It is our mindset. We have to have a better mindset to control our food. It is that how long is the factor which we have to take it from our mindset. This is as I said, we have to continue our journey in this fashion until unless our body gets adapted to the food chain, different food chains, is what we'll have to continue. And I don't feel I mean, I don't know whether it makes sense in this way, but it's a full food culture, which is what we'll have to change a lot of. We'll have to bring in a lot of changes to that, and then take out that part of how long we'll have to sustain in this. We are doing it for our best, or we are doing it for our own body. It is not for somebody, and it is for the family. They when we are not able to eat anything, they feel bad for us also, right? So they and at the same time it is not creating a good scenario or a good situations to everybody. So it is better once it is going, if you go in how long, it is going to be a maximum of 1 year. And taking my case, it was around 3 to 6 months. Now, as my mentor suggested, I'm able to eat my coconut burfis. So I'm so happy in doing it for a maximum of 6 months. But still, I'm not exceeding my limitations. Maximum I take a 1 or 2, but I still have a control. I don't take a lot. May finish a packet within a day. No, I go with my limits.
Yes.
And I start satisfy my taste also.
Yes.
And if I eat non-veg, I satisfy my taste with little bit. Not to eat a lot of things and then get making our body prone to a different, again, getting to a different culture. So that is what I would suggest, ma'am.
Right. Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Kumar, for sharing all the insights. And definitely, it will be a great and inspiring reversal. I would say more than reversal, it is an overall transformation that you have achieved. So your journey is still on. It is just 8 months and another 4 months to go. I wish you all success and all the very best for the further achievements. So to all my viewers, this is Bina B signing off. Until then, please stay tuned. We come with the next reversal story. Thank you.
Thank you.